Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Badlands Ballistics. So, interesting thing. I'm going to try not to talk too much here until we get going, but you guys, I've got some great followers, great YouTube fans, great subscribers. Thank you for the comments. I've got a few guys that have emailed me kind of wondering what's going on with the channel. I don't know, I think I've been 2 to 3 months since I've filmed a gun video. If you guys can see behind me, giant stack of hay, that's part of it. Farming, I've bought some old equipment and kind of been refurbishing it, and I'll do some videos on that on the 10 Cow Ranch channel. But my goodness, it has just been a crazy busy summer. I've had some more death in the family. I'll tell you, it's been a bad deal. You know, you guys have followed my channel. My dad passed away in March, my father-in-law in January, and now my dad's twin sister here just last week. So it's been a crazy year. I'll be glad to get 2024 over in some aspects, but I'm out of the range today. Finally, we got some good weather. The weather's been crazy here. You know, here in eastern Utah, we call it kind of monsoon season, and it has rained every day here for like 10 days in a row. Sometimes it only rains for 15 minutes. Sometimes it rains for 20 minutes, whatever. But usually a lot of wind and all that kind of crud comes along with it. Not good shooting weather. So anyway, what I got today, this is a Savage model 62 22 rifle. I mounted a scope on this one. This is just one of the scopes we had from another project that we upgraded. If you guys have watched the channel, you know this is actually my second one. I bought the first one a year or two ago, paid $114 for it, brand new at Walmart. This one was $124, so I increased the price a little. And I love this 62. Last summer, I got invaded by skunks. My other 62, my first one I bought, it lived in the barn all summer. I just stick it up on one of my parts racks and go out there at night, grab it. I dispatched many skunks, double digits skunks around my barn last summer. So anyway, decided to buy another one. This one's gonna be, I almost call these like the classic truck guns. You know, we talk about truck guns a lot, but this is a $100 gun with a very low price scope on it. If it truly gets destroyed in some way, not out very much. My son's like, well, Dad, why don't you just buy another 1022? You know, as much as I love 1022s, for me, they're too short. This is an adult size 22. It fits me pretty well. A 1022 does not fit me well. And these are, I think, a run-of-the-mill Ruger 1022 is probably in the $300 price range. You guys can correct me if you want in the comments, because I'm not sure. I haven't bought a 1022 in a long time ago. So anyway, I decided to go with this gun, a second one of these. Super excited about it. We're gonna just sight it in. I just put this scope on. Here's another tidbit of information. I'll show you the scope mounts. So see the gap in the top? So that's the Weaver style mount, the old school Weaver 22. This is one piece. Of course, the other side's another piece with one bolt in there, and it just clamps onto the Weaver mount and to the scope at the same time. I found this in my dad's old stuff. You know, when we cleaned out my dad's gun room, he had not a ton, but you know, any old gun guy has stuff like this. Well, I went to town and was gonna buy a set of mounts for this, and they're all the new Weaver style mounts, like on an AR. I could not find a generic set of 22 rifle mounts. Maybe I didn't look in the right place. But anyway, Dad had these stuff. It was just in a box. I thought, well, shoot, I'll just throw these on. Be a great fit for it. So anyway, that's the gun we're gonna shoot today. We'll show you the ammo. So the other Savage loves these Winchester Super X 22s. These are a 40 grain hollow point. And you know, I was talking to my son about this just the other day, and when he was a teenager, he loved to go shoot the squirrels and pot guts, what we call them. And he goes, Dad, I'm telling you, the Winchesters on the pot guts, there was a difference. I've liked the old 36 grain Federals that's what I shot for 20 or 30 years. But I'll tell you, these to me, and I've done a few ballistics gel testing and stuff on them, if you're truly going after small game, I think this is one of the best 22 shells for that. It's a 40 grain hollow point, a little more poop to it. I don't know. Seems to be a little better. I know the skunks really, really dislike this 22 shell. So this is what we're gonna sight the gun in for. So for just the sake of function tests, I got some mini mags. Of course, everybody loves mini mags. Me too. The small pocket handgun 22s love the mini mags. I just grabbed a variety of 22 shells. These guys are some Federal. These are 40 grain Federal. They call them an auto match. I haven't had a lot of experience with these. And the Remington Golden Bullets. And these Remingtons, they went through a strange phase a few years ago. I bought these, oh, it's probably been 10 years ago. About half of them wouldn't even function. They were junk. I swore I would never ever buy these again. You know, I've talked to my buddy Adam over to Hootie Hoo. He's got a great relationship with Remington. I think Remington ammo is, he's talked about changes in the company, change of ownership, whatever. I don't know enough detail to get into that, but I'm telling you, I think Remington ammo is a different animal than it was 10 years ago. I've got a couple guns that really, really like these Golden Bullets. And these guys are, shoot, I forgot what they are. These are a hollow point. Well, I must be blind, but I cannot see. They're calling them a brass plated hollow point. I think they're a 36 grain, and I cannot see where it says on there. Yeah, 36 grain. They're calling it a brass plated hollow point. I've got a few guns that really like these. So anyway, like I say, I just grabbed a variety. I want to sight the gun in for those Winchesters, but we're going to try these just for function, see how it works. So anyway, let's get to shooting. I've got a target set up, and I'm going to kind of follow Adam. You know, when he sights in, and he does a ton of sight in videos, and he's really good at it, better than me. Sights him in at 10 yards, and he has a point of aim and a point of impact, and he wants it just about that far off, and then it's on 100. So that's what we're going to try. So here we go. All right, guys. Well, I forgot I was going to go over a couple different things on this. So this, the bolt release, or excuse me, the bolt charging handle comes out or comes back, and if you push it in, like push it from this view, it'd be toward me. That holds the bolt back, and then you can pull it out and release the bolt. So that's something a little bit unique. Safety is just very generic, forward safe here on the side, you know, instead of back here on the tang. So that's something slightly different. Do I love it, hate it? I don't know, doesn't matter. Something very unique to me is this mag catch. So see how I can put it. See how that moves that way? That's a little bit different. And honestly, it's taken me a minute to kind of figure it out. Once you realize, or you know, once you get the hang of it, you take the mag and kind of put the nose in, push that forward, pops right in. So it's just something a little bit different. I've grown to really like this gun though, I'm telling you. As many skunks as I dispatched with this guy, you can't help but love it. So anyway, we'll go ahead and first shots will be with these Winchester 40 grain hollow points. I'm gonna walk up and take a look. I can't quite see where even one of the hole is. So I think Adam's onto something. So this is the hole. I was aiming here, hoping to hit there. So I need to raise it up a little bit and over quite a bit. That's about 2 inches at 10 yards. So man, you'd be off a mile at 25 or 50. I think I'm about close. We'll walk up and have a look. Well, I moved it the wrong way. See the second hole? I think we got to move the right way this time. I'm not going to bore you if you keep walking up the target. I can see where I'm at. I'll keep making some adjustments. I think we got to move the right way this time. I'm not gonna bore you if you keep walking up the target. I can see where I'm at. I'll keep making some adjustments. Okay, so this right here was my last shot. This is where I was aiming, and that's what Adam's been doing with great luck. So what we're gonna do right now is just move this same target. I got an empty hole over here, even 2 on the bottom. This was from another project, but move this to 50 and see what we got. Okay, well, I think we got the guy sighted in. So here's 1, 2, 3. Looks like the loose nut behind the trigger pulled that last one. That's about a 2-inch group. I'm okay with that for the first 10 rounds of the gun. We're gonna do some more shooting. So this was with the Winchester Super X 40 grain hollow points. I got 3 more empty targets there. We'll do 3 more groups with the other ammo. See what we come up with. Okay, so I got the mag loaded up. We're gonna shoot the Remingtons, Federals, and CCIs, 3-shot groups at 50 yards. And we'll see how it groups. Something I didn't show on camera is the bolt come back and kind of got hung up. It almost looked like the extractor. I'm not sure, kind of was, I had to fiddle with it just a little bit, get the bolt closed. It seems to be functioning good now. Sometimes with semi-auto, especially 22s, it takes a break in a little bit. I don't know, my other one has never malfunctioned, not once with anything. So I'll play around with it. If it malfunctions again, I'll go over it with you guys, but I don't know, the first 10, 20 rounds out of a semi-auto 22, I'm a little forgiving of it. So anyway, we'll shoot the 3 groups, or the 3-shot groups, and walk up and see what the target looks like. All right, so the gun functioned perfect, 3 different rounds. Like I said earlier, I had a little bit of a malfunction with the rifle, so I was worried about it. It seemed to function good. Let's walk up and have a look at the target. All right, this is what makes it fun. So here's the Federal. 1, 2, 3, not a terrible group. Point of impact, pretty dang close. Slightly under 2 inches. That's reasonable. I wouldn't be ashamed of that. Point of impact's okay. See how it's slightly lower, but still pretty reasonable. CCI, point of impact, a little bit left. I found that interesting. That's, you know, in that 2-inch range, slightly over 2 inches. And then the Remington, this is the thing I found the most interesting. Look how low it is. That's, you know, that's 2-3 inches low. It's about 3 inches low point of impact. The grouping's okay. It's slightly under 2 inches. But that's interesting to me. So to me, if I was gonna hunt rabbits or do, you know, some fun stuff, I wouldn't mind taking any of those 3. Probably leave the Remingtons home just for that point of impact difference. So I'm gonna wrap up the video. I'm okay with the accuracy on it. Is this a you know, precision 22 rifle? No, but it shot 4 different types of ammo about 2 inches at 50 yards. Would you be ashamed or have a issue with taking this in the field to do some varmint control? 2 inches at 50 yards? Heavens no. To me, a 22 rifle is about a 50-yard gun. I've played with them further. You know, diehard 22 folks will tell you something different. Are they lethal? Are they effective past 50 yards? Yeah, probably. For me, if I'm gonna go do varmint work past 50 yards, I'll take a 17 HMR or even bigger stuff, 223 of course. But for me, good solid 22 rifle at 50 yards. I'm happy with it. Like I say, very interesting about the different points of impact of those Remingtons, especially the CCI Federals and those Winchesters, all would be good to go. Still kind of prefer the Winchester because I think they're more effective. So for me, that'll be the gun that, or excuse me, the ammo that goes with this gun is that Winchester. But it's nice to know that those other brands are still okay. I wouldn't be scared to shoot the mini mags or those Federal automatch either. So anyway, we're gonna wrap it up. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for the support. You know, like I say earlier in the video, it's just been a crazy time of year for me. I hope I can get back in to do some more regular videos. I'd like to say yes, probably not. I got third crop hay going to be getting cut here in the next couple weeks. That's going to roll into cattle season, so maybe more videos on the ranching channel. Hopefully you guys have subscribed to that, the 10 cow ranch, if you're interested in the ranching activities we do around here. So anyway, we're gonna wrap it up. Thanks for watching.